A very good morning to all of you. It's C. Welcome to the biology class, children. Hope you all are fine. And
Good
today we're
morning.
going to start. Yes, good morning. Today we are going to start with a new lesson. That is lesson number 10, Human Hormones and Adolescence. Page number 123. Please quickly turn to page number 123. 123. Ready, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So, before starting with the lesson, I would like to tell you something that we are going to enjoy learning about the topics that are there in the lesson. Why? Because this lesson is basically we are going to talk about the age group, and the age group that we're going to talk about, you're going to fall in that. Yes, the teenage, isn't it? Yes or no? See, we are going to talk about adolescence, okay? And that means we are going to talk about the children who lie in the age group of, you can say, from 13 to 19, or you can say till 20. Fine. So this chapter is special. Why? Because we are going to talk about all the changes that take place in human body, may it be a girl or a boy. And there are different changes. There are emotional changes. Yes. Then there are physical changes in the body that occur. Initially, it is something else, and with when you lie in this period of time, then there are certain changes that take place in your body. So we are going to talk about it, and sometimes it is seen that children, when they are in this stage, in these years, they find it as a confusing. Yes. So I'll just start with a sentence that you generally hear. Sometimes Papa says, "इतने बड़े हो गए हो, समझ में नहीं आती ये बात. इतनी
आप
बड़ी हो
बात
गई
करिए.
हो." Yes. And at the same time, like when you want to do something new, at that time, Manal, please change, put your speaker off, child. You don't understand that when you start disturbing the class, the background noise and all. Please put your speaker off. So at the same time, when sometimes you don't want to do something new, you want to show that yes, I've grown up. Now I'm a big boy, I'm a big girl, and at the same time, you got to listen a sentence from your parents. अरे अभी छोटे हो, छोटे की तरह रहो, ज़्यादा बड़े बनने की ज़रूरत नहीं. Yes. So like the child is in the stage that, am I grown up? Or am I still a kid? And this confusion, it creates a problem in your mind. Yes. And sometimes because of this, you don't want to talk to anyone, you don't want to share your problems. Yes. So there are different, does it happen to you?
Yes, ma'am.
It's see,
Ye-
there's only one child in the class.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it actually, it happens? You
Yes,
see, when
ma'am.
you
Yes,
start,
Yes, ma'am.
you start getting into the matters of the family, you start speaking, अरे नहीं ऐसे होना चाहिए, and your mama says just shut up, you are just a small kid, go back, go and study. And then you find that, oh, am I a small kid, but I find myself growing. So there is a battle going on inside your mind all the time, that whether I'm a kid or I have grown. Now why it is, coming to the serious note, why it is, because this is a stage of transition. This is a stage where you are changing. You are changing physically, you are also changing mentally. And this is a stage where you need to take care of yourselves, your parents need to take care of yours, your teachers need to take care of yours, your family members, the other relatives, they need to take care of yours. Why? Because at this time, your mind is not settled, it's not at one place. Many of the times you become so angry. Yes, if somebody says, "Are हमारी बेइज्जती हो गई," like initially when you are small, if mama gives you a tight slap, you just go sit in the corner, cry for some time, and then you take your book and start reading. Mama ne maar diya. But when you are in this stage, adolescence, teenage, at that time you say, अरे मम्मा ने उनके सामने मार दिया, बेइज्जती हो गई, उनके सामने डांट दिया, बेइज्जती हो गई, मैम ने सबके सामने डांट दिया, हाँ, 5 marks आए हैं 10 में से. So you say that I'm not going to take it like that. So that is why here a balance is required in all the cases. See, right now I'm just just giving you an introduction about the chapter. We'll be talking about different topics that are need to be covered. So here it's just an introduction so that you can understand that actually what we are going to discuss in this chapter. Fine. Now, these changes which are taking place, children, these are quite obvious. Try to understand that these changes take place in all the human being's body. Everyone's body, these changes take place. And during this time, you have to be a little patient. You should have problems with find comfort with, right? And you should be balanced. Now, how you should be balanced? You should take proper food, proper diet, first thing. Second thing is when you are when you get emotionally imbalanced, when you're not able to find that what has to be done, what not to be done, what is correct, what is incorrect, then in that time, you should have a talk with your parents, be in touch with your parents. At this stage, many children are driven by many outsiders. They can easily you never know when they are going to wash up your brain. And many of the times you understand that whatever is wrong, that is what you see as correct. And that is why many of the time children fall into anti-social activities which are wrong. So that is why at this stage, when you see a lot of changes taking place in your body, physically and mentally, you have to be a little alert about yourself, what you're doing, what you should do, what you should not do. Don't make it do not take it as in a form of a burden, but try to talk with others, try to talk with your elders, with your parents, whom you feel comfortable, and just try to share your problem. Now, coming to the other, you can say the subheading of your chapter that says, I have discussed adolescence, that what is adolescence, a very confusing stage of the life. And then we're going to talk about the other half, and that is human hormone. Now, why it is happening, let me tell you, it is not happening like that. It is because of the production of some of the hormones in your body, which are controlling your emotions, your actions. What are you doing, what you're not doing, how you're behaving. That is all controlled by your hormones which are produced in your bodies. Now, hormone, anyone? Any idea about hormones? What is it? Anything that clicks to your mind regarding hormones, if you have ever heard about it? HC, come on. It feels as if you've got connected and then you've gone and enjoying the movie. Is it like that, HC? Yes or no? You're here?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, please.
Ma'am, it is a substance in our body that influences growth and development.
Okay, not only, yes, you're correct in a way, not only growth and development, but see, you can say for now, like we have just begun the chapter, you can say these are secretions in your body from the gland. There are different glands present in your body. In Hindi, we call it granthi. So different glands at different positions in your body, they secrete some liquid, they give out some secretions, and these secretions, when they are produced in your body, they have a control on your actions. They control different things in your body, your development in different ways, whether it is mental or it is physical. So these hormones, that now we are going to connect that these hormones, because of the secretion of these hormones, the adolescence is being controlled. Yes, your lifestyle, your appearance, this all is controlled by the production, by the secretion of these hormones. Whatever I have discussed till now, is it clear to you, children? Just want a yes or no from you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now take a pencil in your hand quickly. Come to the second line of the heading, adolescence, and underline. Adolescence is the transition period between childhood and maturity. So it is a transition period between childhood and maturity, occurring roughly between the age of 12 to 20. From 12 to 20. Quickly underline this. And the line just after that, you see, therefore, adolescents are also called teenagers. Teenager, from 13 to 19. So teenagers. Then come to the third last line of the same paragraph. The human body undergoes several changes during adolescence. These transitions are biological, cognitive, social, and emotional. That is what I've talked about. Now, coming to the other important topic, that is onset of puberty. Onset of puberty means like now when we've seen, as I've just told you, that the physical and the mental development takes place. Yes, there are changes that occur. So you can say the onset of puberty means that now the body becomes capable of sexual reproduction, or sexually it becomes capable of reproduction. These changes which occur, they are going to lead into, or they are going to help in the process of reproduction. The body becomes capable of reproduction. So please underline, these changes mark the onset of puberty. The last line of the paragraph, children. Okay, now a simple question. What type of reproduction occurs in human beings?
Sexual reproduction.
Sexual reproduction. So the body becomes sexually developed for the sexual reproduction, or for reproducing. Sexually it becomes capable of reproducing. That is what we call as onset of puberty. Onset of puberty. There's the sentence, onset of puberty, that you can say. And when, if it is asked in a form of a question, that what do you mean by it, so you are going to write that when the body becomes sexually capable of reproduction, it is called, or it is marked as onset of puberty. Any problem, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
No, fine. Okay. Now see, now there are several changes. Now it is easy for you to understand, because see, these things are actually happening with you, or will happen with you. See, there are certain changes observed. Yes, what are the changes there? You can see that the muscles in the boys become tall, they become muscular. Yes, the shoulders, they start growing, and in the same way for the girls, the body also develops, the waist portion, it develops, it becomes broadened. Fine. And there are several other changes. The voice, it also changes. Yes. So in the case of boys, the voice becomes a little hoarse. Yes, when you speak, it is for a certain time, and then later it changes. So there are different changes that we see, that here these changes take place, and that show that yes, the physical and the mental development is taking place. So let's talk about the changes on the puberty. Fine. Okay, just underline one more line. The third paragraph, children, that you see, in girls, adolescence may begin a year or two earlier than the boys. That is MENARC. Please underline MENARC. MENARC, onset of menstruation. Now, if you remember what we talked in the previous lesson, when we talked about the female reproductive system, we talked about that when the egg is not fertilized, the eggs are produced by the female body, and when they are left unfertilized, when they are not fertilized, then these eggs, along with the lining of that which is formed in the uterus, yes, which could hold the baby, you can say, when the egg is not fertilized, this lining along with the egg, unfertilized egg, it is shed off in the form of blood in case of girls, and this is called menstruation. Fine. And this is very important. Why it is important? Because that lining has to be removed, that unfertilized egg also has to be removed out of the body, and since it takes place monthly, every month, that is why we call it as menstrual cycle. Yes, it is in the form of cycle. Every month it repeats. It is not going to occur only when the egg is fertilized. Egg fertilized, that means the zygote formation takes place. Zygote is going to divide, redivide, and it is going to form what, children? HC. Just we have done this chapter. Zygote divides, redivides, and forms. In the
embryo.
Yes, it is going to form embryo, which is later going to form a new offspring, and it will be placed in the uterus of the mother, and it develops into a new organism. Fine. So the menstrual cycle is again one of the important feature which tells that yes, now the female body is developing. Yes, the onset of puberty. Now, The last line again of the third paragraph, hormones are chemical substances in our body that act on specific organs and tissue. So they are released and they know that where its effect can be seen. So we'll be talking about the target site and all later when we'll be discussing this in detail. But for now, you need to know that these are chemical substances and these are produced from somewhere. These are produced from the glands and they have their effect on certain organs. So please underline this also. Fine. So now I'll just read out. The pituitary gland produces growth hormone. Growth hormone, you become tall, you become muscular. Yes. And now there is a change in the body. So basically you can say that from a boy, now the child starts changing into a, if it is a male, you start changing into a what? A man. Yes. From a boy to a man. And the growth hormones, they are produced by the pituitary gland. Please underline this. The pituitary gland produces the growth hormones. See, these things are important, children, because you are doing this chapter for the first time. So you need to know. Later when we will be revising, it will fit into your mind. Then, so these help in the growth hormone. As I've just said, that in girls also the growth takes place. Yes. And these are because of the production of the hormones from the pituitary gland. So, sudden increase in the growth, pronounced increase in height and weight marks the first half of the puberty in males and females. Then the development of the muscles, etc., and the shoulders. Then I just said that the waist region in the girls, it broadens out. So this is how in the males and in the females we see that the changes, the physical changes that take place. Then sometimes the arms and legs do not. So see, these are something which are very common. Sometimes, like all of a sudden you grow to a certain height, yes, and then you are very weak, you are lean and thin, yes. So it's like just like the development has taken place in the height, but not in the muscles. Yes, you're very lean and thin. You're not muscular, but your height is increased. The same way, it may be that the height does not increase, but your muscles, you become very muscular. So these type of changes occur, but for a certain period of time they remain like that, but then the body comes into proportion, so that you gain the height also and you have proper muscles also. Same is the case in the girls also, that for the time being it looks a little like it's uneasy, irritating for some time for yourself when you look into your mirror. And yes, the boys and girls at this age, they keep spending a lot of time looking into the mirror. How am I looking? Yes, all the time it's like that. So this is happening naturally. It's not like you're doing, but then you should be a little alert that you should not waste a lot of time in doing that. Yes, you have to, again the same thing as I initially said, that you have to balance yourself. You have to balance your emotions, your activities. Then, so now we move on to the other topic, and that is voice change. As I've just said, okay, you boys, all the boys, just put your finger here on the neck region, or the girls also. So basically, do you see some outgrowth here, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? What is it called?
Yeah.
What is it
Adam's
called?
apple.
Yes, the voice box is there for everyone, but in case of boys, it is a little developed. You can see it clearly here. That is the voice box, Adam's apple. And because of this, it starts growing and your voice changes. Yes. So, and in the girls also, the change in the voice occurs. See, you can clearly make a difference between a voice of a small girl, small, like little child, female child, and then a growing girl. Yes, on phone also, if you're talking to a girl, a grown-up girl, or if you're talking to a small female child, you can differentiate. It is because of these hormones. The voice also changes, and slowly and gradually, as you grow, the voice keep changing. So let's talk about it. Like you can see in the book very clearly, there's a picture given, and in that very well with the red circle it is marked. The Adam's apple is marked. Yes, so you can see in that. So just underline again. The growing voice box in boys can be seen protruding part of the throat called the Adam's apple. Quickly underline. So there's a difference between the girls and the boys' voice. The boys' voice, it is deep. Yes, when you hear, it's like that. Yes, it's deep. And when we talk about the girls, it is of high pitch. Yes, high pitch. sound is there. Later, with the development, when the development goes on taking place, these changes which occurred, they come to normal. Fine. Then you, like, initially you start feeling irritated. Sometimes, many of the times I've seen when I teach in class 8 basically, or in class 9 when I teach, I see children, like when you ask something, they don't want to answer. And when, like, if you call the child in the staff room and you say, why didn't you tell when you knew the answer? They said, ma'am, everybody starts laughing when I speak, because my voice is like that. So it's just for some time, maybe for few weeks, for few months, and then it is like absolutely okay. So, and you, or moreover, you get adjusted to that type of voice. Fine. So these are some of the changes, children, that occur and that mark the onset of puberty in human beings, in the teenagers, in the adolescent. Adolescence is the time, you can say, and adolescent are the people who are in this age, the children who are in this age. Fine. So we'll be talking about more of the changes that occur because of the hormone production, but that we'll be talking about them in the later classes. So today we have come to the end of our class. Fine. Till we meet again, children, just take care of yourselves and keep posting the problems if you find any on the WhatsApp group. So till we meet again, take care of yourselves. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.